Of what? The heavy metal one? Yeah. They should be there. I don't see any. There's none down there? What the hell? That can't be. That can't be possible. Maybe. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I guess. Oh, it's because all that stuff's down there that he didn't. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. That's as long as we're there. Okay. We're live?
Live on YouTube, baby. Give us a few seconds to get to Facebook. What's up, YouTube? The tube of you.
YouTube fam.
We got some followers on YouTube, right? We got some people
logging
on YouTubes. Stick with us just a second.
Late Night Lou.
Oh, yeah, he's on the tubes.
He's on all of our tubes.
About to go live on Facebook and Instagram. Hang with us 1 second. We're about to go live, just so you know. Go. Close this too.
I feel like it's also all the lights on in here right now. That's like.
Oh, it's hot. It's definitely just hot.
All right, you guys are live on all channels.
Live on all channels.
We're live on all networks.
Facebook, the Instagrams, and the YouTubes. What's going on, guys? Mike here with
Joe.
This is Joe's first tailgate talk. We got rid of our tailgate, and we're just doing a talk today in front of our 1964 Corvette Stingray, the 11th RestoMods sweepstakes car. If you guys haven't seen any content yet on this beautiful car, please check out our pages. See our sizzle video, our build sheet video. Joe played some kick-ass drum solo in front of this thing last week. But we've been having a lot of fun with this car. We kind of just wanted to jump in here and give you all an update on what's going on with the sweepstakes, what's going on with RestoMods. Ooh, that was good. And just in general, kind of hang out and get you guys all on the same page as us. We are just over a month left on this sweepstakes.
Yep.
September 25th is the end of this sweepstakes. One more month left to get your entries to win. For those of you who are new to RestoMods, give you a quick run through of how that works. If you want to get entered to win any of our vehicles, any of our sweepstakes, join the RestoMods Car Club. You will be automatically entered every single month into the sweepstakes that's active. In all of our cars, you have either the car prize or the $50,000 in cash. So if you're a RestoMods Car Club member, you're going to get 10 entries every single month, whether you are on top of it or not. You're just in there. You're going to get 10 entries every month. We do a sweepstakes every 3 months, so you can win. You can just basically sign up and forget it. Showtime rotisserie, what is that? Set it and forget it? Anyways.
Yeah.
So if you want to just set it and forget it, join the RestoMods Car Club. You can also go to RestoMods.com. In our shop, we have tons of cool gear. We're growing that shop immensely right now. We got some badass shirts, some cool hats. Joe just made this thing, so that one will be in the shop pretty soon. We got a lot of new stuff coming out with some embroidery, hats and shirts and whatnot. We also just started doing some super badass posters. Joe, you want to show them that?
Yep. Go ahead and pull that out.
So this is one of the posters that we're doing now. Look at that teamwork. And so this one is our very first ever sweepstakes car. If you were with us way back then, this car was won by Paul Wags. Paul Wagner. And he was from Ohio. He ended up taking the cash prize. But this was the first ever car that we've ever done. And we have every single vehicle we've ever given away on our website right now. We also have been putting up some of the featured cars that we've done. We did the 39 Rumblin' Rag. We did the Kaiser Henry J. We just released Devon's 383 stroked Studebaker. We have a bunch of those features coming as well, so stick around for those. We're having a lot of fun meeting a lot of cool people and checking out their very cool custom rides. And so stick around for those. If you haven't seen, I was just talking about Joe's killer drum video, very cool video. He also just did the Corvette history video. So
Yep.
you can learned about the 64 Corvette, the pedigree of Corvette, and how it is the longest running name
Nameplate.
in automotive history right now. So very cool stuff that we've been putting out. What else do we want to talk about here?
Speaking of meeting awesome people and
Yeah.
checking out the rides.
Yeah, so we've been doing some car shows.
Yep.
We have been to a couple of the last quarantine cruises that have been going in LA. The next one is going to be Sunday, quarantine cruise number 7, and RestoMods will be there. The 64 Corvette will be there, possibly the shop truck as well. Last week we did the Performance Online cruise number 3. I'm trying to keep track of all these cruises.
Yeah, so many.
Super exciting that all these car cultures and car niches are bringing everybody together to get out, get their badass cars out of the garage, and get out and do something right now when it's kind of hard to do those things. So we had a ton of fun at the POL Performance Online Cruise number 3. That was last Sunday. Kind of cool for me. It was my birthday weekend. I had a great time just driving the Corvette. And honestly, for those of you who are entered to win this car, I have so many good things to say about it. The cruise that we went to this weekend was a little over an hour away, and we're undertaking that hour drive in a 64 Corvette. You never know, old cars traditionally have old car problems, and this car handled it amazing.
Yeah.
So comfortable. Suspension is incredible. The Dynamat in the car makes the road noise almost zero. It's like, I know Mercedes-Benz is one of those companies that brags about you're in a Mercedes and it's just like that really silent cabin, and this thing is on par with that for sure. The ZZ4 350 with that tri-power carburetor, incredible. On the freeway, you're just cruising. It's if you have seen the build sheet video, it is a progressive linkage on that tri-power carburetor. So when you're cruising on the freeway, you're really only using one of those carbs, and the thing is extremely smooth, very comfortable. It doesn't have AC, but you have those turn-in windows. It's a very small cabin. You're just getting blasted with wind, and it was great.
Has the power windows too.
It's got power windows on the side, the regular windows, and then these little corner windows are really, so when you're on the freeway, incredible. These corner windows roll in, shoot wind right into your face. For those of you who've never driven old cars, these are great.
Oh yeah.
That's like the old school air conditioning right there. Joe took the shop truck. How was your ride?
Ripped a fatty burnout in the shop truck.
He did rip a fatty burnout. Your burnout was impressive actually. So the shop truck was out there. The Corvette was out there. We met up with the guys from FiTech, a couple of the guys with Performance Online, and we had a great time just cruising, talking to people, checking out some super rad custom cars, and that's kind of what it's all about. We're trying to do more of these cruises, more of these meetups, as many as we can, because right now we don't have the ability to go to these good guys shows and the bigger events that we're all used to. SEMA just got canceled as well. So a lot of those big name shows are now just kind of axed.
This is more of like a grassroots kind of thing, and actually one of the FiTech guys was saying that this is how they're marketing now to get their products out there, is through these kind of grassroots car shows and cruises.
Yeah,
so.
and they've been really cool. They've been very well organized. Traditionally, I feel like since there is other stuff going on, they're not as well organized because it's kind of just people throwing them together. For those of you out there, also you have the Cars and Coffees. Those are always great. We need to hit some of those actually. There's one SoCal or South OC Cars and Coffee is one that we'll look into. Maybe we'll pop in there this weekend. That one's on a Saturday. But for everybody looking for something to do with this weekend, if you are in Southern California, Quarantine Cruise number 7. It is the largest cruise in Southern California going on right now. We went to 5 and 6. I went to 5. You guys went to 6 as well. And they're incredible. Thousands of cars from all across the state. We've met people that drove all the way from Northern California for this. We've have friends in the auto industry who came from Atlanta and across the entire country to be a part of these cruises. The first one that I went to, Kevin Hart was there with his twin turbo 68 Camaro, excuse me. But these are huge. These are about as big as classic car cruises can get. So if you are in the area of Southern California or local Arizona, Northern California, and you're ready to take the trip and bring your car out, check out Quarantine Cruise number 7. I want to say their Instagram is at QRCPCH. QRCPCH. Quarantine Cruise Pacific Coast Highway. So check out their page, QRCPCH. It's going to be tough. So check out that page. They have all the information coming out. They have a number you can text to get information on where the car cruises are staging, all of that information. Again, where do we go after the Performance Online cruise? It was the Cruise and Brews. I want to say it was a C10 club out there. United Car Shows put it on, I believe. That one was really cool as well, also in Corona, California. So we pretty much went from the Performance Online cruise, and there was a couple hours in between, so we just kind of flew over, and they were both in Corona. Checked out that cruise, or that like kind of meetup show setup. Super cool. They had some taco trucks out there, bunch of C10s, a couple of classics, and a bunch of lowriders, Impalas, old trucks. So that was really cool. It was nice to have, you know, those things both going on pretty close to each other. But yeah, this weekend we are 100% going to Quarantine Cruise number 7. If you're in the area, come check us out. Come see the car. Come talk to me and Joe. Some of the other guys might be there as well. And you know, we're always out there giving away some stickers and patches.
Some shirts and stuff,
you know,
yeah.
If you're nice to us, maybe we'll give you a shirt or a hat or something.
Yeah.
But we'll be out there. The car will be out there. We'll be shooting some content. So if you see us out there, come say what's up. Come check out the car. We'll stage up some stickers on the car. So if we're not there, there'll be stickers there. Take some pics. Tag us in them. We'll repost them. Cruises are a big focus of ours right now. Like you said, we don't have all these big shows to go to. We're trying to hit as many cruises. And on that same foot, if you have a cruise that you're setting up, or you have a flyer and you're trying to just circulate it, no matter where you are in the country, obviously we're in Southern California, so those are relevant to us. But if you have a flyer you just want us to repost, tag us in the post, put it on a story, tag RestoMods, Resto_mods on Instagram, shoot it to us on Facebook, and we'll be sure to repost those for you. We want to keep the auto industry and all the auto enthusiasts out and busy. That's what we're trying to do. Hope you guys are enjoying everything that we're putting out thus far. Look forward to seeing you at Quarantine Cruise number 7. What else do we want to do? Do we want to start this thing up and kind of end it on that? Do we have anything else we wanted to talk about?
Any questions?
Anything new on the Corvette? What was the update? I know you guys got the motor all cleaned up and tuned up.
Yeah, so a while ago, when we first kind of got the car, it was taken immediately to our shop. And I did a couple lives from there, but we went through the entire car, front to back. We rebuilt the entire tri-power carburetor system. All those carbs came out, cleaned the bowls, and I saw some pictures of those. They were dirty. They were super dirty. So the carburetor in this car is completely rebuilt. We got fresh tires all the way around. Hand cooks, am I right? Hand cooked tires all the way around. What else did we do? We fixed a gauge on the inside of the car, and I think we did...
The headlights.
Yes, we went from a vacuum headlight setup in this to an electric pop-ups. If you haven't seen those are very cool. I'm not sure if those are in the shot, we can kind of show you. If they're not, you're going to have to wait. Sorry. Jeremy, are they in the shot? No?
Next one.
Okay, next one.
Next one.
We'll show you the lights next one, but I promise you they're not vacuum anymore. Electric headlight pop-ups. We also changed the fan. It was a manual switch on the cooling fan. All temperature regulated now. Like I said, I drove the car an hour last weekend to head over to that POL cruise number 3, and I can't say enough good things about the car. It is incredible. It's a 64 Corvette. It's one of the most iconic muscle cars ever made. It's one of those cars that you never see on the road. And I drove there with my girlfriend in the car, and I was kind of telling her, I was like, you know, I feel kind of spoiled driving these things because these are the kind of cars you only see kind of older dudes in, and mainly because they're very hard to find, and those are the guys who can afford them.
True.
You know, so I like I said, it's insane car, 64 Corvette, one of the most iconic cars ever. It looks incredible. It drives just as good, if not better, than it looks. Super fresh paint, pearl silver paint. Check out the build sheet if you want to know more about the car. But yeah, we did some work on it. Everything that needed to be done, we've done. Car is incredible. It's ready to rock. It's ready to drive. We have a little over a month left, and we'll find out who the winner is of the 11th sweepstakes for the 64 Corvette.
Mike says it's his second favorite car.
Second favorite car. Quickly became the second favorite car behind that 57 Chevy. That thing is like ingrained in my
Dear to your heart.
The guy who ended up buying that car because the winner took the cash. If he's out there and he wants to sell that 57, let me know because I love that thing. But yeah, that was our second or third was
Second.
the 57.
Yeah.
Second car ever was that 57 Chevy. And after driving this, I think I'm just like an old soul. I think that's what it is. These are the two oldest
Yeah.
car we've had, the 57
Right.
and the 64. But this thing, like I said, my second favorite car. And it had the same engine as the 57 Chevy. That ZZ4 is the perfect amount of power. It hauls ass. It sounds insane, but it's not overpoweringly scary. I think the car that I would compare it not really the same is that Chevelle. The Chevelle we just gave away. That thing was freaking scary.
Scary fast.
It was scary fast, and that was the kind of car like you could accidentally do something and end up sideways or the wrong way. But this car, incredible to drive, very smooth. It's on rails. It's super low. It's a sports car. The thing is ready for the track if you wanted to take it there. And I hope whoever wins it does because
Oh yeah.
I would love to put this thing on a track and let it loose.
All right, we got a couple questions.
All right.
Cool.
Well, first of all, Mabel Morris took the time to get on our live and say Resto scam, but that guy can just not enter and not get a chance to win a 64 Corvette.
We can move him over.
Yeah.
Speaking of scams, there's a ton of scam pages going around right now. A lot of them. They are all names similar to ours. We are on Instagram at Resto_mods. We're not anything else. We have one page on Instagram that we manage and run our content through, and one page on Facebook. We are RestoMods on Facebook, Resto_mods on Instagram. Any other pages that are adding you with our logos, they're not our pages. They're fake. They're scam pages. Those pages are rampant right now. We're doing everything we can to get them reported and taken down. So if you guys see those, they are not us. Please report those pages so we can get them taken down so we can stop dealing with them. They're driving us crazy.
Yep.
Just Roge asked, this is for Joe. Joe can refer him to his video. Carbon fiber body, question mark.
Carbon fiber body, question mark?
He's asking if the 64 has a carbon
Fiberglass.
Oh, it's fiberglass.
All Corvettes are fiberglass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, which we addressed in
The old race
Oh
pedigree
yeah.
of the Corvette.
Good old
yeah.
history video, yeah.
All Corvettes are fiberglass, just so everybody knows who's watching. Carbon fiber is pretty modern, so if you're getting a carbon fiber Corvette, that's a ton of custom work, or I don't know, not even the new ones are carbon fiber. So, like a McLaren.
What else we got?
Are the lights LED?
No. They are standard halogen lights, but they work really well. You can still see. We could do LEDs. It wouldn't be too hard if that was something that you wanted to do. With this car, because it is kind of a improved restoration, it's not that full scale like the last Chevelle, which was crazy resto modded. This car has a lot of, the real stock looks. So we didn't want to do anything too crazy. LED lights isn't that crazy. But if that's something that you wanted to do, you could put them in this car super easily. We've kept the outside pretty stock though. Kind of that classical look. We didn't want to go too crazy with it.
Cadet Miller jumping in late. What kind of car are we talking about?
Come on, dude!
What's behind us right here, man?
1964 Corvette Stingray is what we're talking about. We might have been talking about something else earlier, but pretty much talking about Corvette.
What's the 0 to 60?
Ooh.
I don't know. We haven't put it on a dyno yet.
So
or
it hasn't
anything.
been dynoed. We haven't really done any specs on it. I want to say that the stock ZZ4 is like a mid to high 300 horsepower car. This one is cammed, and it has that crazy carburetor system, so I would lean towards heavy or high 300s, low 400 horsepower. If I had to guess, it may be like 4s to 5, 0 to 60. It's a quick-ass car, but I don't really know. it would probably have to be put to the test. Car hauls ass, if that answers your question. It is really quick, tons of torque. It's really small. It's very light. So.
Just ask the guy who has to sit in the passenger seat while this guy rips it.
Joe's a cringer. When I'm driving, he's usually eyes closed.
Grabbing onto any and all handles.
He's got the camera in one hand and his hand over his eyes in the other. But yeah, we have a lot of. I mean, I've had an incredible time with this car. It is very fast, and like I was saying though, it's very manageable. It's manageable power. It has a ton of power. You have literally the 3 carb system is all on linkage. You can kind of feel when you're engaging all 3 carbs. So if you want to drive this car really mildly and just put it around town, it's so easy to do. But as soon as you want all that power, you literally hit that breaking point in the throttle and you're engaging those other 2 carbs and the thing takes off like a jet. So 0 to 60, I don't have an answer for that. Short answer would be the car hauls ass. I hope that if you're the winner, you have that answer for me the next time we talk.
We have a few more questions. One, Robert is asking if we can show the motor. I suggest he heads over to the build sheet. You wanna?
Yeah, we can throw him over to the build sheet.
The build sheet video on YouTube?
We have it on YouTube. YouTube would probably be the easiest place to pull that up. Head to youtube.com/RestoMods. That's going to have all of our videos, all of our produced content, all of our edited videos in there. Everything that's basically not shot on a cell phone is going to be in YouTube. The build sheet video that I went through is in there. The history of Corvettes that Joe just did is in there, as well as all the other videos that we've shot with this car that has a lot of like real detailed shots of the interior, the engine, the exterior, everything above. So yeah, check out that build sheet. We have a full setup right now, so we can't go into the engine or into the interior. But the next time we do a live, we will take you in there. We'll probably actually drive the car the next time we do a live, maybe Friday. And check out the build sheet. Head over to RestoMods YouTube, youtube.com/RestoMods. What else we got?
Donald loves the car, but was asking about the windshield wipers. No windshield.
So, Donald, the car when we purchased it, it came from Texas, and the gentleman who we bought it from had removed the wipers. That's really all I have for you. I don't know why. I don't know why, and I don't necessarily have any answer for if we're going to put them on. Currently, it doesn't have wipers. Maybe we could get some. Maybe we could just not drive it in the rain. I understand that a lot of people live in places where you don't have the ability to just like know when it's going to rain. So I'll look into wipers for you. Maybe. Sorry, Don.
All right. So
Might be more the winner's preference.
I mean, yes, we do know that it doesn't have wipers. We don't need wipers thus far. I don't think the previous owner was even close to driving the car ever in a rainy area or in rain, period. I don't know if you guys have heard this previously, but I mentioned on other lives that the owner told me that he drove the car 20 times in his 3 years of ownership. He pretty much took it to shows. He won a few of those shows. He got trophies to show for it, but he didn't drive the car much. So it was his, I don't know if it was a trailer queen, but it was definitely his show car. He took great pride in the car, and he was not about to let it hit the rain. He took those off pretty confident that he wasn't going to have to deal with that. If you win the car and you need wipers, we could probably put them on there for you. It won't be that big
probably
of a deal.
super cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to wrap up, tell us about end state, how to get entered, and then let's fire this car up.
All right.
All right, to close her off, I'll let Joe do the startup when we get there. I'll give you the spiel. If you want to enter to win the 1964 Corvette right behind us, or $50,000 in cash, you can head to RestoMods.com. You can join the RestoMods Car Club membership. It's going to be $8.95 every month. And with that membership, you get 10 entries every month. You get free classifieds onto RestoMods.com if you're trying to sell a car. You get discounts into our store where you can get gear, you can get parts. We have auto parts. A full auto parts section is kind of new to the store, so if you guys haven't been there in a while, check it out. If you need a Hirsch shifter, if you need oil, if you need all kinds of random stuff. We have parts, just all kinds of parts
Oh,
for
yeah.
all kinds of different cars. So if you are driving, you know, whatever you're driving, throw it into that search thing. We may have some parts for your car, maybe something that you were going to buy anyways. Purchase it from RestoMods. Get entries for every dollar that you spend on that product. And if you're a member, you're going to get a discount to it. So there's a ton of member benefits to being a member of RestoMods.com. On top of our shop, you're also going to get some discounts to our selected partner stores. Forever Sharp, I believe, is in there. Cal Car Cover. There's a few others. Race Deck.
Yep.
Race Deck. These beautiful floors we have in our garage from Race Deck. All of our sponsors, all of our partners, we have discounts to them as well. So with your membership, you get all of those awesome discounts. And you can
posters.
also head over to our store. You can get a poster. Come on, man. I can't put it sideways. You can get a poster. You can get a hat. You can get a shirt. Any of those things are going to get you entries to win the car or the $50,000. And even if you're not a member and you don't want the discount, you can head to the store. You can get a poster, you can get a hat, you can get a t-shirt, anything from the store. Any of those auto parts is going to get you entries to win the car or $50,000. I know that our last winner he had a t-shirt and he got one of our really cool clocks that are in there. A couple other things. John, shout out to John. He was the winner of the 71 Supercharged Chevelle. Our winner before that, was it Ronald?
Ronald Geary.
Ronald, yeah. Think about it. There's so many now. Ron bought a t-shirt. He was a member and bought a t-shirt, I think. And that's all that he paid. That's all that he bought. And he won the 69 Charger. John won the 71 Chevelle. And get a shirt. We could be bragging about how cool it is that you won a 64 Corvette with just a membership and a t-shirt purchase or a hat purchase or something easy. So those guys you can get in for $10. You can get in for $20. You can get in for a t-shirt and you could win the car. Let's start this baby up. Let's stop talking and let you listen to this car. I'll get out of the way and have a great rest of your week, guys. Get your entries to win this car or 50,000 bones.